Hello friends, welcome back to This is the Police. So we ended the last episode at the end of day 4 with a bit of a dilemma on our hands. We have been asked by City Hall to release every black police officer in the precinct. We currently have 3 working police officers and 2 detectives who are black. The issue is, our very, very best officer, Aaron Stovall, is black. And I can't afford to release him. So I don't think we're gonna acquiesce to that request. So I guess we're gonna see what's gonna happen there. The Golden Bird. Retired police officer Thomas Blaine shoots pregnant woman. Freeburg Tribune, Officer Blaine explains, I thought she was a suicide bomber. Mayor Rogers, city has no problems with racists. So that's a bit ambiguous. Is he saying that the city doesn't have a racism problem, or the city hasn't got any problems with the racists? The racists are fine to be as they are.
Why would a man need a barn? To store all the stuff you can't bring home. About 30 years ago, back when I was young and interested in farming, I carried all kinds of junk home. After a day in the field, I'd come home with buckets, shovels, dirty boots and clothes, and instantly transform the living room. But even back then, there's something I always kept in the barn. I stopped keeping my pills inside the house because every time I was about to take a triple, someone would knock on my bedroom door. Now they're knocking on my barn door. Well, fine. It's not every day that someone comes to visit your barn. In all the years we worked together, Kendrick never came to visit the house. We drank at bars, went fishing, went to the mountains, even chased off some poachers one time. But he never came for dinner with the family. We never watched football over here. And now he's brought his friends to visit my barn. I always try to look unsurprised, like it's an everyday thing to get visitors at the old barn, especially guests with their own personal bodyguards. But Kendrick is sharp enough to see he's caught me with my pants on backwards.
Sorry for the surprise, Jack. We saw you from the car. Figured we'd find you in here. I'm going in for a minute, fellas. These guys will wait outside.
How long you been dating the lover boys?
They're Sans people, Jack.
Yeah. So now you're appearing in public with members of the Mafia?
Jack, I'm leaving tonight. More like fleeing. Jenny and I are taking the girls and making a run for it. Probably won't be seeing each other again. I've got new documents, a new name, a new life, everything new.
The papers say you're still working your last week for the department.
I've got to get out today. I won't be getting another chance. Don't know if you noticed, but the whole city is against me.
You told your Mafia friends about your plans.
Jackie, if I don't fix everything with them in the next few hours, they're going to kill me. And not just me. My family, my relatives, God, Jack, I don't know who else. They found out that I was planning to run and they demanded that we close our contract today.
Your contract, Frank? Really? Is that how you talk now? Maybe you should call in the lawyers to straighten all this out.
Now is not the time, Jack, please. I have a commitment to them until the end of the year. They need an inside line at police headquarters. I can't just give them back the money. That's not how the Mafia works. If I can't find someone I can trust tonight, I'm dead. You know me, Jack. I wouldn't ask you if I wasn't afraid they'd cut my daughters to pieces before sunrise.
He's the damn fool who puts his daughters in the crosshairs in the first place. Anyone in my place would have dressed him down good. But I didn't want to pile it on. Fate's already got this guy's soul in the grinder.
Oh, man. Do I want to become a mafia boss? Well, not boss, but mafia bitch, basically. God, I don't know. Sorry, Kendrick. I'm gonna try and do it clean. I want to play this game clean as much as I can.
I'm not gonna lecture you, Frank. I don't think I have anything to say that you don't already know. I'm sorry for your family. I wish them all the best of luck.
That's cold. That's so cold. I'm sorry, Kendrick. God, we're off to work after that. Armstrong says, today my daughter is opening an art exhibition at an elite gallery in a nearby city. Can I have the day off? I'm already pushing my ass to not fire you. No, go see it tomorrow. Sorry and all, but Singing Him by John Sangster. Okay. No matter your personal relationship with the city's administration, your police station is at their mercy. In order to maintain reasonable working conditions, you have to send appropriate requests to the mayor. Okay. Affairs. City Hall. Okay. Decisions from City Hall depend on whether they're satisfied with your work. You can send requests every 5 days. The fools in charge of the city may refuse outright, or accept only some of your requests. So only ask for what you really need. Job slots for officers and detectives. SWAT upgrade and a raise. We definitely want new cops. We don't need a new detective. We don't need a raise. I think we'll just go for a new officer slot. Oh, salary from City Hall. Here's your week's salary. City Hall hopes we don't disappoint. $1,200. Okay. Fire all black cops. Tomorrow is the deadline. Sorry guys, you're gonna hate me, but I'm not doing it. Disorderly conduct at Eddie's Burgers. Every morning there's a dirty, piss-soaked bum sleeping at the cafe. The man refuses to go away and growls at anyone who approaches, scaring all the customers. Cook. Your first day. Go prove yourself. Take care of the bum. Robbery at the Touch of Dionysus liquor store. A witness looked on from her window while an armed man with a stocking on his head entered the nearby liquor store. Okay, that's probably an armed robbery. Stovall. Robbins, go Team Black. We're not firing you, so you better make yourselves worthwhile. A fight in a residential area. A hot dog vendor reports he saw two Elvis impersonators grappling right there on the sidewalk. They're swearing in Spanish and beating each other with microphone stands. Right, Vandal. As a ranking officer, I want you to go with the Birch family. Try and get them trained up a little bit. Report on disorderly conduct. This is the bum. Oh, Cook. Oh, Cookie Cook. No successful assignments, one failed assignment. I maybe should have sent him with someone else. But really? A homeless guy? You can't even take a homeless guy? The shop has two exits from which a few people have already fled. Drive a patrol car right through the front window. Enter the store through the main entrance, sneak up to the back door. Main entrance. The stick-up man noticed the police presence and took the cashier hostage. He's holding his gun to the hostage's head, shouting, "Back off, or I'll blow his goddamn face off." Meanwhile, the cashier is yelling in an unknown language. You in the mask, shut your face and drop the weapon. Silently take aim at the robber. Quiet, Abdul, you're just making things more complicated. The robber grows visibly nervous. Don't shoot, please, I just need the money. I'll take a little bit and go. No one was hurt. Shoot the robber. I'll let you leave here upright, but only if you release the hostage. There's two ways out of this shop, in cuffs or a body bag. Let's go for the standard calm approach. Yep, Stovall and Robbins win. No one harmed. Yeah. Robbery in the city centre. This is not the robbery in the city centre. It's a hot one today, and a lot of people are going for a swim. Last week, 4 people drowned on the beaches of Freeburg and the press was in an uproar. Please send someone to keep an eye on things. Somebody. You go ahead. Robbery in the city centre. An antique Chinese necklace was stolen from Bao Liang as she was on the way to the pawn shop. Beasley. Take Moser. Proceed. Ernest Fitzgerald, countryside. Jack, this year the organisers of the Golden Beast Hunt suddenly changed the rules of the annual shooting contest. It now features teams instead of single competitors. Can you send me 2 of your finest marksmen? I'd really love to do well. Cook. Grant, let's hope you can shoot better than you can catch bums. 10 seconds on destruction of property. Stovall will be back just in time. It's going to be very close though. 1 second left. Stovall. God, this could be quite a big one. At a gallery exhibition entitled Sex Operation, a gang of young people in ski masks forced their way in and began smashing the exhibit, shouting, "We don't need this shit in our city." They're probably right, you know. But Stovall, Robbins, you guys go. Investigation started. Right, we'll look through that when we get more frames. Vandal, Birch Jr. Nope. Absolute failure. Vandal, you're supposed to be a ranking officer. You're better than that. Ernest Fitzgerald. We did it, Boyd, we won. That Ernest really knows a lot about shooting, even taught us a thing or two. He invited us out hunting to celebrate the victory, so we'll be taking a day off. We deserve it. Will you? Did you ask? They did both get 50 or so points. Yeah, okay, that's reasonable. We still have 5 cops.
212 complete.
Because I figure somebody's not coming back.
211 in progress.
Vandalism at Atticus Tower. Atticus Tower again. A guard went out for a smoke and saw a teenager writing obscenities on the wall of the building. I chased the brat up a tree. You can take it from here. And I'll take Mini Birch. We'll see if Big Birch was the problem. And a report on robbery and on destruction of property. 3 new frames on the robbery. Okay. We can open this investigation now. So we have woman standing with bag, woman standing with no bag. Bao Liang, the victim. Me and my husband got into a difficult financial situation. I was going to pawn an antique necklace which has been in my family for many centuries. As I was carrying the necklace to the pawn shop, someone ripped the bag from my shoulder and disappeared. I didn't have time to do anything, not even cry. Dwayne Fishman, a witness. The offender was on a motorcycle. He drove down the road, grabbed the bag, and escaped. I tried to race after him, but I didn't even have time to see if it was a man or a woman. Drove on a motorbike. Okay. This is Anita J. Olivares. I couldn't see his face, but he was dressed in a jacket, like those other bikers who hang around the street corners. Well, he's definitely in a leather jacket. Kathy Phillips. It was definitely not a local biker. They're bald and have beards, but this guy looked Asian. Probably Japanese or Chinese. Thomas Patterson. I didn't see a weapon in his hands, I just saw him grab her bag and ride off. So, that seems to be him grabbing her bag, and that seems to be him riding off. Yeah. Quan Yin Lin. Chinese immigrant, recently expelled from university. Okay, so he's available to arrest. You have to send 2 officers and the lead investigator. We don't have 2 officers available at the moment. But we do. Still on. Oh, I hope that's not disappeared now. Because Stovall and Robbins are back. We could have sent them with the SWAT team.
211 complete.
And Alan Birch. Yeah, they caught the guy. Birch Jr., that is, not Senior. Stovall and Robbins. We got the report back and they did well. And day 5. Looks like tomorrow is going to be a long day. More like the first of a lot of long days. There's just too much going on. Okay. So Stovall's come out of that one looking quite good. Cook's done well. Grant's boosted herself up a bit. Yeah, we can end the day there. Day 6, July the 20th. Golden Bird. Thomas Blaine, pregnant woman killer, sent to mental hospital. According to Dr. Eleonora Waterbury, Thomas Blaine has a new form of schizophrenia. Mayor Rogers not afraid of the competition. So I wonder how this Thomas Blaine guy's gonna affect the story.
Mr. Boyd, there was a man here earlier. He left you this.
A man? What man? Who let him on this floor?
I don't know. I've never seen him before. I asked him his name, but he just ignored me. He was talking on a big telephone, you know, one of those portables. He gave me this envelope and left.
Damn. Okay, let's see about this.
Oh man.
The photo could have been doctored, of course. But Sam doesn't go in for cheap theatrics. Kendrick is dead. His family is dead. And they probably died slowly and painfully. But Sam's got a bigger game. He's not trying to frighten me. He's just trying to clue me in on the facts. I didn't agree to work for him on my own. So now they're just going to insist. Boy.
Damn.
Good morning, Jack. I believe you just received my message.
Who am I speaking with?
Oh, I'm sorry. I forget some people don't recognize my voice. But I assure you, Jack, if I was sitting right there in front of you, you'd have
Bear
no
with me.
trouble recognizing me. Like I was a member of your family. Even better than a wife, perhaps. A wife can betray you. No man is immune.
I don't talk to people who don't tell me their names.
Oh, Jack, don't be so childish. You're too old to run away from strangers. Yes, we both are. And in our old age, friendship becomes rare and all the more precious. But of course, we must work with new people and find out new names. So if you insist, Jack, let us formally meet. Hello, Jack Boyd.
I can only apologize.
I'm Christopher Sand.
Wonderful, Mr. Sand. And what is it you do for a living?
Oh, you'll soon find out all about that. Well, you'll learn much more than a simple policeman could ever expect. You're a simple policeman no longer, Jack. Don't turn off your phone. You start today.
Damn.
Eight in 10. It's been my go-to principle since my first day on the job. I've got to let my colleagues hush up what they need to, 2 out of 10 times, so that they'll help me with the remaining 8. 80 out of 100, 800 out of 1,000. I'm proud of those statistics. It's not so bad for Freeburg, right? But now I just officially became a mafia whore. I'm supposed to be fearing for my life, for the lives of my wife and children. But the only thing I can think, what's gonna happen to 8 and 10?
Okay, so after a strange interruption from my mother-in-law, okay, so we're a mafia bitch. Guess there was no avoiding it. Kendrick died for nothing. Kojak didn't come into work today. Literally just hired you. You haven't even had a shift yet. What the hell? How are you supposed to deal with that? Don't You Leave Me Here by the Pierce Pickering Barrel House Jazz Band. Okay. Here we go. Right, after being expelled from the university, Kwan Yin Lin moved here. So we're sending Beasley.
If you must go, sweet mama, please leave a dime for
You can
me.
take Tsubaki and Asano. The lower half of what might now be dubbed Team Asia
And the
with Kochi.
ran around.
Oh,
She said, if you want my fricassee, you'll have to run me down.
we'll take Asano back. You can have Kochi. And the SWAT team. That should be enough. Go for it. We have the results of firing all the black cops. Here's the spoiler, we didn't do it. Jack, you swore an oath to serve the city. If you can't keep your promises, we won't keep ours. Sorry. But they did approve my request for a job slot. And hire an officer. Kunihiko Ozaki, Lisa Simpson, complete with more funny hair. Sanai Iwaze, Oleg Belozerov, or Sonny Bond.
Don't you leave me here.
Right, what we're going to do is we're going to hire Kunihiko Ozaki for Shift B to join Teenager. And we're then going to send Purdy over to Shift A. move to Shift A. I think we should fire Birch. We'll fire Birch. That opens up a slot. We can hire in Lisa Simpson for Shifty. There are a couple of good detectives on the go as well. Bork Glasgow and Oymushan Oleho. Are there any? He might be too old. He is. Sorry, DeBrito. You're gone. Can't legally fire him. And we can't legally fire him. We're going to move Armstrong over to Shift B. And we're going to hire Bork Glasgow for Shift A. There we are. Now we have an attempted murder at Sugar Dream Confectionery. A young employee at the factory got into a fight with the manager and is trying to push him into a vat of boiling chocolate. Yancy, you're up. Team Asia are away. Asano feels lonely. She can go with Yancy. Maybe they'll start a budding romance. We have a report on the robbery. We did catch Yuan Kinlin Yin Vinchin. 100 points for Beasley. Not bad. I realise what I just said there was entirely racist, but I could not remember the guy's name. No open investigations. Okay. Kochi and Tsubaki are back.
Work at complete progress.
Carjacking in the suburbs. Parking lot attendant Dylan Burns reports seeing a teenager walking between cars trying handles in hopes of finding an unlocked vehicle. Before the attendant could approach him, the teenager found an unlocked door and shut himself inside. A few seconds later, he drove shrieking from the parking lot, greatly exceeding the speed limit. He fled towards the suburbs. Kochi, you are the ranking officer. You're going to take Purdy with you. And you're going to leave... You're not going to take Purdy with you. Team Asia for life. Take Price as well, and we'll leave Purdy in Austin. Yancy and Asano are on the way back from their attempted murder. Caught the offender. No harmed officers. Safe as houses.
Officer on scene. Looks like we have a
Officers have determined the car thief's location. Do we overtake the offender and block the road? Catch up with the stolen vehicle and open fire? Overtake the criminal and attempt to take him into custody? We got him. I'm not sure there was much difference between the top and bottom options there, but...
710A in progress.
Hostage situation in the suburbs. A weeping child called in, saying someone was holding him against his will. They won't let me go outside, they torture me and bully me. I don't think I can keep going. I want to go outside and see Pete. This doesn't seem legit. But Yancy, take Austin. Let's go and have a look. I wouldn't want that to be my child and have the police completely ignore it. We have a relatively full complement of police officers anyway. Theft at the Rubinovich Casino.
710.
And a phone call from Christopher Sand. Jack, we're dealing with a moron who refuses to repay his debts. Says the police will protect him. I think it's time we show him whose side the police are on. Price! Do what you need to do. We received a call from an angry casino patron. He claimed that one of the casino girls was hanging around his table, lifted his wallet, which was carrying a couple of $1,000s in cash and several credit cards. Casino security shoved him outside, saying that he was drunk. But the man isn't giving up so easily. Kochi, you take Asano with you. Asano needs the experience. Kochi's really up there already. 420 professionalism points. Okay. Yancy and Austin are back. Joseph Lowry's mother wouldn't let him go play until he ate his broccoli. Yeah, I had a feeling that was going to be a false alarm, but
911.
there's a theft report.
412 in progress.
That'll be the wallet. Caught the offender. No one hurt. Kochi and Asano. Dream team. Assault with a deadly weapon in the city centre. That's near the police station, so. At the parking lot exit, a security guard stopped a suspicious looking van and asked to check the driver's membership card. The female driver reached casually into the glove compartment, pulled out a gun and opened fire. Jesus, right. We've got time to answer that one, so Price is back from the Mafia. Let's take this now. We'll send Yancy, Purdy and Tsubaki. We're gonna leave Yancy, Austin, Tsubaki. We'll leave Purdy and Price in the station. Kochi and Asano are back now anyway. This doesn't sound particularly nice, this one.
Looks like we have a situation
Yeah,
here.
a police cruiser is caught with the perpetrator's van. Shoot out the tyres, use the bullhorn to order the van to stop, try to run the van off the road. Let's use the bullhorn. The van takes a sharp turn and crashes through the window of a sex shop. A woman exits the vehicle, grabs the shop attendant and puts a gun to his head. Let go of that man right now. Shoot the criminal in the head. Throw a rubber sex doll at the assailant. I have to click this.
412.
Oh Jesus. Perfect. It gave me the crazy option. I decided to go for it. Apparently that's the right thing to do. Who knew? Oh, day 6 has gone to 1 in the morning now. Maybe that's what they meant by a long day ahead. There's not a lot happening though. We can end the day. Been nothing since midnight. Okay. Fairly successful day all around. We sacked DeBrito. We've sent Purdy over to Shift A. Shift B are going to get Armstrong in replacement. Okay. You know, I don't actually feel like Shift B needs Purdy now. Oh well. Shift B are going to get the other new start, so okay. Well, that's going to be it for this episode. I'm genuinely really enjoying this game. I would honestly recommend it. So far, at least. Yeah, really enjoying the story, and I think the gameplay is surprisingly deep. Does seem to be a lot of random things happening to sort of affect the gameplay, but yeah, I'm liking it so far. We'll see how that goes. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this episode. I have time to record one more, so I probably will. But until next time, I'll see you guys later. Thanks for watching, friends.